Am I in there yet? My pointer. Oh, there's now. There we go. Hey, my computer wasn't plugged in. It literally just ran out of juice. So I went, because I had it, I had the cord here. See, I had the cord, but the cord wasn't plugged in. So I don't know if you're all still there. Are you still there? Still there? Yes. Okay. Sorry about that. Things got a little wacky there. Let's see, where am I? Oh yeah, Song Basics. So we were reminiscing about the USS Ranger and about Mrs. OF, her husband. Yeah. Thank you for the sacrifices and the hard work that your husband did. Thank you. And all you people out there, thank you. I know I'm kind of in a playful mood, but when you hear the expression "freedom isn't free," they ain't lying. They're not lying. Okay. The last thing I want to do for today is I want to talk about great expectations. All right? When we start our song at any time, like let's just say, let me get my 3-string capo back on here because it's so much fun. I love my 3-string capo. It's just fun to play. At any time, when I just, let's just say I'm going, I want to daily love you, tell me that I will. Da 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 da, and you never know will. All right. Tim Cook. Hey Tim, are you having to leave us? He's saying thank you. So, I'm setting up an expectation. And the expectation would be like, right? So, anytime when you start a song, you're setting up expectations right away, lyrically and musically. So, I will always love you until the end of time. Oh, great. Thank you, Tim. Glad you're here. So, because when you set up a motive, like, expectations. So we set up expectations. So you have a choice as a songwriter to either give them what they're expecting or to give them a surprise, right? So we use our 3 tools unique detail, contrast, and repetition to either deliver what they want. So, that the expectation is to do the same thing because you want to hear it twice. Now I can change the last one. Right? That's very, very little unexpectedness. It's a very little surprise. But I could do this. I could surprise them more than that. I could go. You could hear the combo as I was developing that. You could hear how I'd set up an expectation, give a little of what you expect, then shift it to a little surprise. Then you set up a new expectation with that surprise. Now it's a new expectation, right? You expect to hear things. And you expect to, well, not see, hear and read. You expect things lyrically and melodically and chordally and texturally. Setting up expectations and either giving them what they want, which is relaxing and less and no stress, having a sense of resolve, or you can give them a little surprise. And I like to call surprises happy surprises. Very important. Happy surprises. So you give them something that's a little different, but they love it, right? You don't want to go too off the rail with your surprise, because then people are going, whoa, what was that? Oh, that's not good, right? It's not good. Let's see. I think we've covered everything. Well, we can talk about topics before I leave. We can talk about topics. Basically, there's only 3 topics. There's life, there's love, and there's spirituality. That's it. So you can sing about life with the details. You can sing about love with your emotions. I think it can be love, hate, and you can sing about whatever your God might be. All right? The reason why I bring this up is love always trumps life. Right? So if you're telling a story song and you get into a relationship, like me and the boys are down at the bar playing pool. We're having a good time. Hey, buddy, order me. Oh, okay. Porsche's back with streaming with one viewer. I'm not sure. I guess that's what it means. I saw a thing going. It said one. I thought it said one. So hopefully that's auto hosting you. Okay, good. Sorry for the interruption, by the way. My computer accidentally was unplugged. Oops. Love always trumps life. So the guys are in the bar, they're playing pool, they're ordering beer, they're hanging out. Then this tall blonde walks in, walks across the floor, winks at the singer, says, I'm just sitting there playing pool, having fun. And in walks this stranger, long, tall blonde. She walks over to the bar and she winks at me. But me and the boys, we want to go out and party. So we left the bar and we went to a movie, or we went to the beach and hung out. No, you can't do that. Because once you've introduced the love thing, the song automatically shifts to the more powerful topic, which is love, right? So that's just something to keep in mind. Love always trumps life. So if you're going to have love in a story, as part of a story, make sure that you don't overdo the love theme. Otherwise, the song, everything becomes a love song, and the stuff before it seems to be sort of a waste of time. Why did you tell me all this story just to get to this love? Let's just talk about this. Talk about this. Never mind the stuff that came before it. See what I mean? You end up with sort of conflicting topics. But just keep in mind that love always overrules, and love and your spirituality overrides everything, love and life. That's the most powerful, right? So again, if you start talking about gospel and religion and so forth, the song's going to end up being more about God than about your story. So, which isn't a bad thing. You just need to know that you may have started out with a secular idea, but then you want to go, if you say, thank God and Greyhound, you're gone. Well, he's not going to talk about, I went to church and I talked to the minister, because then it starts turning into a spiritual song. Anyway, those are just things to be aware of. Now, having said the three basic topics, life, love, or God, or spirituality, there are 6 song topics underneath that. And those are home, anything about the home, pets, brothers and sisters, mom and dad, grandpa, the house itself, the acres, what they do. Then we have, the next thing is a place or an object or a date, a thing, an object, a place, a date, something like that. Songs can be about, July 4th. Songs can be about my old faded sweater. Songs can be about Rocky Mountain High, right? Things, places. Third thing is songs can be about jobs or hobbies, things that you do, right? That's 3. 4 is a big one, social commentary, right? That's a big one. 5 is spiritual, and 6 is travel, right? On the road, going between places, between jobs, in the middle, traveling, right? Those are the 6 basic topics that you can write about, right? And you can either cover any one of those topics. The smile, the mask with a smile, and the mask with those 2 masks of the theater. All writing is either going to fall into the comedy or tragedy, right? All things talking about comedy or tragedy. It's always going to end in one or the other. A happy ending or a sad ending, right? Yeah. Having said that, where can I get my ideas? And this will be the last thing for today. Where can I get my ideas? Well, ideas are everywhere. And so I'm going to give you a little list right now, verbally, that you can rewind. You can go to, I think this stuff is being shown on CreatiVets.org later, but it's also on YouTube, on the CreatiVets channel. You can see all my past ramblings, yeah? Yeah, just fast forward through the ramblings. But so I'm going to just give these to you verbally, and then you can rewind them and write them down later if you want. But the first thing, and this is something that I've found true with all the hit songwriters that I've ever known, books. Books are a major source of inspiration. Of course, you know, life itself, your life and the life of your friends and relatives, that's always a big source of, songs. But if you have a moment where you're just not, those aren't working for you, get a book. There's this thing I just found out the other day. There's this thing called a library. Yeah, I know. Apparently it's always been there. You know, so I ripped my face away from the screen for 10 minutes, and I could make it to the library and get a book. Books are wonderful. Books, journals, magazines. The next thing is art. You can be inspired by a painting, by a photograph. And I actually have my vets, one of the assignments we do is they write a song based on a photograph, a picture. It can be a painting, it can be a photo. But it's fun to write a song based on a photograph. See what you get out of it. Yeah. Movies, wonderful inspiration. If you're a real songwriter while you're watching a movie, and I love to watch them where you can pause. You know, I mean, I love the theater. I love to go to the movies where it's big and big and big. I love that. Love that. But, you know, when you're at home, you can pause and write down stuff. So if you're paying attention, as a songwriter would be, because you want to live the life of a songwriter, you're always living life twice, right? You live it, and then you go, oh, was that a song? You stop and think, wow, that's a song. So, you know, I have my trusty, oh yeah. Oh, look, there I am in there. Hi. It's weird. I'm in my phone. Blue. Yeah. So we have a voice notes, or we have regular notes, which I can dictate into. So a melody I come up with, or a lyric I come up with, fantastic. There's my sweet wife right there. Isn't she sweet? Golly, I love her so much. Anyway, I keep that going at all times, right? All times. I don't want to lose anything, right? Don't want to lose it. See, did we work through all the things? Oh, movies. Street talk, coffee talk. Great place to find a song. Events. Wonderful way to find a song. Names, like George Washington. I just came off the top. Write a song about George. You know, hey George, we could really use you today. Blah, blah, blah. Me, me, me. Or we have no use for you today. Which would be a song full of irony, wouldn't it? Yeah. Places, dates, colors. Yes, Yellow Rose of Texas, based on a color. Colors are a great source of song ideas. Objects, symbols, expressions, cliches. They're tricky, you know, be careful about writing a song based on a cliche. You know, like one cliche would be like hand in hand. Ooh, that's tough. It'd be tough to write a song called Hand in Hand. But you can do it. You can do it. Nothing's impossible. But it would be a challenge to write a song hand in hand. But if you wrote a song, you could own hand in hand if you changed maybe one word. Take a cliche and change one word. Like hand in soul or hand in heart. You get the H and the H, hand and heart. I take 10%. Moving on. Holidays, yeah, great theme. Political stuff, absolutely. We're loaded with politics today. Lots of stuff for lots of topics, right? Uh, Social commentary, yeah. Well, that's yeah. Holidays, great. Word play, like I just said, hand and heart. How about light at the end of my Saturday? Thank you, Brett Fire. He just fired me a thingy, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. Wordplay. Light at the end of my Saturday. Light at the end of my true love story. I'm rearranging a cliche to turn it into, I'm word playing, right? It's fun to do that. Just try to come up with little clever expressions. Any kind of conclusion, love conquers all. Well, you can write a song about that. That's a wonderful, like quotations. Yes, quotations. There are books of quotations. I know there's a couple of songs in one of those books. I guarantee it. Any kind of spirituality that you're feeling, great topics for songs. And from that list, you can write something serious, or you can write something funny. So that divides each topic into two: serious and funny, right? So you can make fun of your light at the end of the tunnel, right? Which I tried to turn. You could say, the light at the end of my tunnel just went dark, or just turned off, right? The light at the end of my tunnel, hey, it just turned off. Light at the end of my tunnel just went dark. Just got dark. It got so dark, got so dark. Yeah, and so many love songs, absolutely. Yes, a ton of love songs, right? Yeah. So these are all just ideas that I tell my students. I'm going to write down, that's good at quotes. Yes, quotes, that's good. That's real good. Okay, well, that wraps up our our day today. I hope you've learned a little something. I will be back Friday at 1 o'clock, and we will continue this adventure with great glee and joy, and a little bit of sidetracking, which is what we do here in Rickland. We sidetrack sometimes. It's all right. It's all right. We're going to survive another day. Stay safe, and thank you all for joining me, and thank CreatiVets for creating this platform so that I can just babble on endlessly about almost nothing. All right? So I appreciate it, and I will sign off for now, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye-bye.